Welcome to another episode of Blender Views Unfiltered. This is DeAndre.
Hello, Booze, it's me.
This is Nick. I wanted to go last.
Wow, you love switching stuff up for what?
You know, we need to get used to change. The subconscious mind gets used to a way of living. And
Sometimes
we need to shock that.
All right, that's enough.
I'm becoming a more enlightened individual. And if you don't like my growth, we're going to have a conversation.
You don't even like your growth.
No. Hey, if she's offended by your growth, the hell with her.
Yeah, you're right. What do you mean I don't like my growth? I don't like this new growth.
That's what I'm talking about.
You gonna take your chance and throw the joke. You are something else. She is something else.
Did y'all miss me? Did y'all miss me?
Yes.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah.
So
hey, Sile been cooking real good lately, everyone.
Let me tell y'all.
She's finally becoming domesticated.
So you guys know how I had the whole mindset of he's gonna know I can't cook, but to hell with that. No, Booze. I've been cooking because, if I were to enter into a relationship and he's like, I don't know how to cook, I can't do it. Not even cook. I don't know how to do it. It's like,
what if he's unhealthy? He like to eat.
What do you expect me to do with that? So I've been becoming a better version of myself and adding more talents to my talent book, aka cooking. And I'm just gonna be more amazing than I already am. Mm. Can you buy me
what was it that
I take an apron from you.
Cream of chicken?
No, guys. No, for real. It actually was good. I surprised myself. I'm a proud student at TTU and TikTok University.
Okay.
And I made chicken and rice and cornbread. I haven't had cornbread in so long. I actually was
You used a Jiffy box?
Yeah.
Jiffy goes
I actually
hard.
had cornbread in a long time. I was avoiding eating it because of my grandpa. You want to know a story about my grandpa real quick?
Sure.
So my grandpa will always call us over for family dinners, and he would for a while he would make cornbread and it would be crunchy.
You said he was jacking it up.
Yeah, I don't know what he would be doing to this cornbread that it would be crunchy. So we'd still eat it, but it was just me and my sister spit it out in napkins and stuff. And then we had got to the point he'd start calling us and he'd be like, I made cornbread and it ain't crunchy either. Grandma tried it. So yeah, ever since my boy been gone, I haven't been eating cornbread, but I can't live like that.
Papa would want you to eat cornbread.
I know, and I ate it yesterday and it was banging.
How about you make it crunchy?
No.
For his
I don't even know how he was. Why was the cornbread crunchy?
Put sugar in it.
Leave it in the oven a little long.
No.
Put
I
sugar
like
in
my
it.
cornbread real soft.
I really like cornbread. I like that.
I love cornbread.
I'm the only black person that don't really care for cornbread.
I love cornbread.
I haven't eaten it in quite some time, actually.
So we gotta have this uncomfortable conversation.
Let's have it real quick.
Oh God.
Let's take it there.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about what's going on with these police officers in Memphis?
Wait. Which police officers? Two sets. You got the set with the white chick running through the police station.
Not her. Let's talk about the.
Why are you so sexual?
That's a fact. That happened.
That did happen.
It's
The white police officer then smashed eight.
We don't give a shit about
officers.
her. Oh.
we got a group of brothers that just killed another brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's.
Where are we at in this country, man? Now we got black on black police officers.
So they said it was that he was dating or sleeping with one of the officers.
Allegedly, he
or something?
worked with one of the officers' ex-girlfriend. That's what they're saying, and I don't know where it went from there.
I think it's disgusting, though, that after all that we've seen and done and been through, especially in the last 5-6 years, let alone in general, but it's been heightened with social media, and it's been heightened with social media and, of course, camera phones and all that of what we actually get exposed to. But it's crazy that now we actually see it ain't just one black officer. It's
like five.
6 of these jokers that are beating up on, beat them to death, beat another black dude to death. It's crazy.
But why is it? This is what I'm a little upset about with the whole nation. I'm a little upset because these 6 brothers was prosecuted. They got I don't know if they was sentenced yet, but they was already hit within a 2-week span.
Yeah, they was indicted real quick.
Very quick.
Yeah.
which should be is
that's how it should be.
It should be like
absolutely. 100%.
Why is the situation different from what we've been seeing the past 3-4 years in this country?
Mm-hmm.
I think we all know the answer to that. You know, like
but
the officers are black, because if it were, you know, another case of a white officer killing a black man, we'd still be waiting on damn near his name, let alone a picture.
Mm-hmm.
A picture.
Gotta wait till the investigation happens.
Oh, please. He's going to be on paid leave. Mm-hmm. He's damn sure not getting fired already. Or he's not. I think they're in jail, right?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure they all got arrested.
Definitely not seeing the inside of a jail cell this soon. So I've been like you said, paying attention to even how the media is covering it, and it's like
it's like night and day.
They're not showing the officers like in their best or at their best moments. Oh, they're family men, or they come from 2-parent homes. Parents went to Harvard. This is really unlike him. He's not a. No, they're not. So they're showing like the thuggish, ruggish pictures of them. And painting them to be, you know, hell, like the thugs that they are. Yes. But I do feel
they
like
are criminals and they should be prosecuted.
As they should. But I feel like they should definitely keep that same energy. Like, I don't care if you're green, yellow, orange, white, black. It should all come down to that. But we all know the reason why it's being handled like this. Like, they're black. They're going to push this whole black on black to the front. Oh, then the president, don't riot. Are you... Come on, Joseph. Come on,
Joe.
buddy.
I didn't even see that.
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, you know, this cat.
Yeah, and then I even watched the police chief. She was a black woman, and she was just saying, like, in all of her years, she hadn't seen, like, anything like it. And I think she did a good job at choosing her words carefully, because on some real, like, she wanted to be like, y'all niggas know better.
Listen, I was listening to, I think it was that Whitlock dude, and he was sitting there, and he said, this is what happens when you put a single black woman in charge.
What?
What does that mean?
Because he related it. This is how he said it. He said these officers were from the age of 24 to 32. They're all young men. And then you have this older black lady who's in charge. She's basically like the single mom. That's what, and this is another black dude with the Whitlock cat. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen him.
What?
Yeah, he said, so it's like the single moms. And yeah, he's like she's like the single mom that's in charge of all of her kids, and this is what happens when single moms are in charge.
Oh, please!
I was like, man, this cat is reaching big time.
People would say anything.
Literally, I seen his mom's interview.
She was like urging people not to riot and stuff.
Yeah, and she was just saying like how he was like so many feet away from like being to her house when all of this happened, and even when like the officers came to her house and asked her if she knew. You know, Tyre, I can't think of what his last name is.
Nichols.
Tyre Nichols. She's like, you know, yeah, that's my son and stuff. And they told her, like, well, this is what happened, but he's in a hospital. And then they wouldn't even tell her where he was, she said. And she had to wait so many hours before she even got to know what hospital he was at. And then she said when she finally went in and seen him, it was just like, what? Y'all told me that, you know, he got tased and pepper spray. Y'all ain't tell me y'all literally beat him.
It was tasing him
to death.
Nails.
Yeah, and said like his spine was broken and stuff, and like he was so swollen. It was bad. It was. To
break a person, you gotta be, I think, tearing him up with that thing.
Yeah.
Hitting him with the baton. I don't want to see the video.
It was sad.
Yeah, I didn't
watch it.
We gotta do better as people. I don't understand. How is this? We living in 2022 and this stuff is still happening.
And you see more cops speaking up too about this one than normal.
Man, come on now.
Black and white.
That's another thing that made me mad.
They typically be real quiet. All of these.
When something happened with them police, they sit there and they ain't got nothing to say, having their boys back. Mm-hmm. Now every police officer in every department got something to say about these cats. Where was all y'all at when that man had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes? Ain't nobody had nothing to say about that man.
How do you guys feel about the people that are saying like, well, black people kill black people all the time?
I hate when people say that, honestly. I get it, we do, and at the end of the day, I understand where people are coming from. But the difference is that, you know, when a black person kills a black person, we're in jail, we're thrown in jail.
Yeah.
Period.
And that's pushed in the media more than white people killing white people. Latinas killing Latinas. Exactly. Everybody is doing it. And I think at one point it was a higher rate, or it still is a higher rate, that white people kill more white people than black people kill black people.
Saying.
So
talk
it's
about
just
black people killing
the
black
narrative
people.
is just pushed different.
What black person we seen go shoot up a school? What black person we see go shoot up a grocery store or a church or something like that? They don't speak of that. They don't speak on no topic.
It's always the most random places.
Yes.
Churches, the grocery store, theaters, schools. I don't know. Maybe
these white brothers get walked right out with some handcuffs
and then
on.
even then, like they still do the whole he had mental health issues and his mom was this and really tried for little Timmy.
That's how it is with the opioid epidemic. It's more mental, and because of the homes, because the opioids hit more of the white community than it did the black. But back in the day, with the cocaine, heroin, it hit the black community.
They dropped it right there.
Difference in there, and all. That's why you got all these laws in place. But now with the opioid epidemic, you got more mental facilities and rehabs coming up than you do laws being put into place. It's nuts. It's crazy.
But crackhead back in the day.
Yeah.
We got to do better as people, man. Yeah. We got to do better, man. And I think I say all that to say we need to speak up on wrong in every capacity. Mm-hmm. No matter who's doing the crime, wrong is wrong. Yeah. And I'm a little disgusted by the way everybody's speaking up on this situation, which should be. I'm not saying
right.
This situation, how it's handled, should be like every other police brutality should be handled, but we know it's not, and that's what I'm disgusted about. As fast as y'all done threw these men in jail, y'all could have threw every other man in jail that was in those situations. Y'all let what's the one dude that wasn't even a police officer that chased Trayvon Wright down?
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon, what did I call him?
Right.
Oh, I'm putting two people together. Trayvon Martin, this man wasn't even a cop, told him to stop. This man still chased him down, gunned him down, and all this different stuff. And then it took.
I can't believe he's still living for real.
Right.
I really can't believe he's still living.
And the foolery that he's tried over the years.
Yeah, because it's like he didn't even stop at that. Afterwards, he still was doing stuff. Like and similar. So it's like, what was his name?
It was like a Spanish dude. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of what that man's name is. It's crazy.
Wrong is wrong, no matter what race, color, background, ethnicity. Wrong is wrong, and they all need to be handled the same way. If y'all police officers gonna speak up on these 6 black dudes, speak up on all of them white cops that killed all these black men. Speak up on it. Give it the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like let's handle every situation the same way. Let's not just now because it was 6 brothers that killed a black person. Now everybody jumping on, got everything to say. Y'all same cops. So y'all was quiet when all these different crimes was happening. Y'all ain't had nothing to say then. Now y'all got a lot to say now. Mm-hmm. Come on now, don't be double standards. That didn't sound right.
It's okay, we get it.
Y'all get what I'm saying, man. That just kind of irritated me.
I watched the movie You People over the weekend with Jonah Hill and Lauren London.
You better tell it because I didn't see it.
Just like watch it. I'm not gonna say anything like crazy. And it came a point.
People was saying they was upset at it.
I don't know why. I liked it. Like I would watch it again. But it was a point in the movie where
was she kissing Jonah Hill
once. Even then, you could the energy of it. You can tell like she is still so protective over her relationship that is now no longer. And you could tell like even with the energy, and I don't know if it was maybe because even in the short time that she played in that movie with Michael B. Jordan, like even though she died in the beginning of it, but even that, like I doubt if we'll ever see her playing a role where she's like real intimate and doing anything like that. But her energy in the movie,
check be big enough, she will.
Okay, well her energy in the movie was still like, I know like yes, and it was a pet
Jonah
that
Hill
they
kinda
did.
Trash.
But hey, you don't know. Well, whatever. Anyway.
Well, nah, but you said Michael. Michael.
Yeah, she was in the movie with Michael B. Jordan. So, whatever. That's not my point. It was a point in the movie where he was pretty much saying like, as much as people try, like the good white people or whatever, will try to like blanket the whole. No, we are all in one world and we can get over, and black people and white people can get along. After you look at the logistics of it, it does come down to like. We live in 2 different worlds. Yeah. Like, we literally live in 2 different worlds. And I want y'all to watch it because I want to talk about it. But because they actually had, like, a few good scenes and stuff in it that was real relevant. But
I'll watch it this week.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
I'm kind of... I was in and out the house while Shamara was watching it.
Well, no, I thought it was good. I mean, everybody has their own preference, but I thought it was good. But we really do live in 2 different worlds. And as much as, some people want to... Oh, well... no, we can kumbaya. Look how far we've come. At the end of the day, we still in two different worlds. Like the rules that apply to white people don't apply to us. And you can say it all you want to. And you know what's crazy? I was watching this video on TikTok and they had like people standing on a line and the lines, everybody started off in the middle. And if you went, it was like strongly disagree, agree. Then on the other side, I was disagree, strongly disagree. And they had, everybody was white. So they were asking questions such as like,
oh, you want to be black?
Yeah, stuff like that. And the lady had did it before. Her name was like Jane something. I actually like her. She was an older white lady.
The old lady.
Yeah, I like her because she like was dogging people like, oh, well, whatever. But it was like a milder, softer version of that. And it was like, you know, would you want to be a black person? And they would go to their sides. And then do you think that white people should be able to say the N word? And then like the justifications that people had, it was just like, wow.
Let's see what Warren Buffett said.
You know, no.
I see that little clip of Warren Buffett. I don't know how long ago it was, but he was talking about this is one of the, you know, I don't know what number he is, but one of the richest men in the world. And he was like, you know, I became who I was. You know, I grew up. I had sisters. I had people around me that was just as smart as me. And the lady asked him, she said, "Is it you made it because you was a man?" He said, "Yeah, and because I was white and I wasn't black." He said, "Let's make no mistake about it. I got the opportunities because I was white."
Yeah.
And, you know, it ain't fair. But I took my opportunity, which I respect. At least the difference is people don't acknowledge. They act like we do run the same race.
And we don't. Like, be honest, say, hey, I got this privilege because I'm a white, straight male in America.
Yeah.
You know that's going to hold a different weight than you being a white gay male or you being just a simple black male or you being a woman. It's like, don't be oblivious to the fact that, like, there are differences.
We got to be 10 times as sharp.
Yep.
We got to be that much more professional just to get the same opportunities. And it's like, I don't complain because I ain't a victim, and I ain't sitting there saying that, but it's the reality, you know.
Yeah.
We got to go into the situation as businessmen, and you got your situation with businessmen and stuff like that. We got to be that much more sharper than our competition, and we might offer a better solution. We might be
honestly,
that much
it's
better.
in general too, and even just in business nowadays. Like I teach my kids, like, I mean, you getting to a point now, like my oldest is 16, about to be 17, and you know, with her getting ready to go into college, with her working on, there's certain things that I tell her, like, this is what you need to be prepared for. This is life, okay? Now, this is life as a brown woman. This is what you're going to have to deal with, okay? You're going to have to find a way to merge the two and understand how life goes. Now, there's going to be certain situations that you deal with that I've never dealt with, but a lot of situations that I've dealt with, I have to pour them into my kids so that they understand, like, this is how we navigate life, and this is why certain things may happen, why certain things may be said, so that you don't get all the way up in your feelings, because when you get in your feelings, well, unfortunately, it's a threat.
Even life as a mixed woman.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have their issues, too.
They do.
Tell you something, man. My wife used to come home so upset. She was the only black woman in her master's class, and she used to come home so upset because she couldn't react to situations the same. If she would get mad at a situation, they would make jokes and stuff like, "Oh, you know, like almost like she's the mad black woman," or "Oh, I just love your hair. Can I touch your hair?" All this little stuff, and she was like, "This stuff is just so annoying. I'm just a regular person. Treat me like amongst the rest of y'all. Don't act like if I show a little bit of like she said, if I would get mad, it's almost like, dang, don't be the mad black." She said somebody made a comment like, "Oh, don't be the mad black woman," or something like that.
Please watch the movie, please.
Or
like
somebody told Shamar,
watch the movie. We gonna have a review next week.
No, it's just because like the stuff that he's saying, that's how
she told me that somebody once told her in class, or I just forget. She said something like somebody said something. She said that they used to tell her, "You're not like all the other black people." She's like, "What are you talking about?"
It's the
You
passive.
don't talk like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
It's the passive stuff that irritates me. I can deal with you just being upfront. I would prefer you. If I gotta take the two, I would prefer you to just be an upfront asshole to me. At least I know, like, shit, you a dickhead and I don't, whatever. But the passiveness is what, like, that's what gets on my nerves. I don't want to tell too much of the movie, but I really like it.
we can't do everything.
I'm not done. Hold on. So it was a part in the movie, just like going off of like what you said, Shamara was saying. Like, I think you all know that her and like Jonah Hill, it was supposed to be like a relationship.
I don't know that. But okay.
Whatever. So the mother-in-law, she was real passive with the whole, "Oh, your hair, like, can I touch it?"
When the dad was playing the piano.
Even that, like he started playing the piano, was playing John Legend. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that part's kind of funny.
Kept bringing up Exhibit. So it's just like her point.
Y'all telling too much.
Okay, last part. Her
Just move
point
on.
was stop, putting these like black that see me as a woman, like relate to me because you and I are both women, or because I'm a human. But it's like, I don't know, like stuff. I've been in situations like that, and it's always like real passive, and I get like defensive. No, you cannot touch my hair. No, you cannot. No, you can't. If I were white, would you be asking, can you touch my hair?
Yeah, do we walk up to
like,
Sally
and say, can I touch your hair? No. Like, if you want to admire it, you can do, that's a proper way to do that. But for you to...
Asking if you can pull it, is that a bad thing?
It depends on who wants to pull it. Anywho. Asking, can you touch my hair? Or just, it's just passive stuff like that bothers me. I don't know. Sometimes I do stuff on purpose to like make white people uncomfortable. Like rap music. When I was in college, I used to be real bad because I knew these specific, before AirPods, the loudest headphones was them gummy headphones that came in a different colors.
Gummy headphones will freaking do damage to your eardrums.
Them JVC gummy headphones.
They had no bass or nothing.
They was just
loud as hell.
I used to be in the elevator on my way to class, thumping the most ignorant rap. They just looking at me. I don't care. I don't care that you're uncomfortable. So what? I know I used to do stuff like it's still
Well, they
now.
listen
like,
to it too, though.
But even still, but it's like this is making you uncomfortable.
It is because you're listening.
Because
to it.
I'm listening to it.
Right.
Now, if it were like John or something, they'd be like, "Oh, that's pretty."
Yeah.
No, but because it's me
Yeah.
listening to it, like I don't know. I don't care if you perceive me as an angry black woman. Like they're just ignorant to a lot of things, and I think we are all ignorant to certain things that we're not educated on. But sometimes I feel like white people don't even take the time to educate themselves on certain things, or they just go along with the notion, when it's like, if you would really take the time to realize or to even dig a little deeper to see why do you perceive women as being angry black women? Yeah. Why, if I'm expressing myself and it gets a little intense, but not intense coming from an angry position. Maybe I'm passionate about it, and this is how I talk with passion behind my voice. You're labeling me as angry black woman with an attitude. Oh, don't say this to her because you're going to make her... What? You wouldn't say that to Sarah over there. Like, I don't know.
One of my biggest bucket list things is I want to go into a car lot or something, and I want to just dress regular. And I'm going to walk past.
Have them stereotype you?
Mm-hmm. Like, you ever seen Pretty Woman? When they ain't want to help her? Actually, Pretty Woman, one of my favorite movies. Mm-hmm. But I want to go to a car lot, car dealership. Like when I get my Lambo or my Wraith or something like that. I want to walk in there, see who's going to approach me and help me out. And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna pick somebody and say, okay, who's gonna get this commission check?
No. All right, this is my last thing. I seen this other video. Oh, I love TikTok so bad. I seen this other video. 2 white officers was arresting this black man, and they was like, "Oh, you look like such and such." He was telling them like, "I'm not this person. I'm not this person." So they grabbed him, by his arm, put him in handcuffs. So they was asking him like, "Where's your ID?" or whatever. He's like, "In my back pocket." And the person filming, he was like, "Watch this. They opened up his stuff. He was an FBI. So then their whole demeanor changed because they profiled him. Like, oh, he was dressed regular. He had on like a red t-shirt and some blue jeans or whatever. And they're like, oh, you look like such and such. He like, I'm not this person. I'm telling you, I'm not this person. You can't do this. Grabbed him, put him in handcuffs. As soon as they seen him, he like, watch this. He's FBI whole demeanor change. So it's just like, why are you, even that, like, what are you doing? Now all y'all asses is in trouble. He like, I want your badge number. I want your badge number and yours. Matter of fact, where your manager at?
Well, they had one where, I don't know, it was a treatment facility or something, called the cops on a white guy. Cop got there and said, what did the guy look like? He said he's in a white shirt, black pants, white guy. So the cop is outside. Now he's going around looking for him. He's like, all right, we think he'll come out this exit. He didn't have his gun out yet. Black dude walks out. What are you doing? Put your hands up. He's like, dude, I work here. Like, what are you talking about? So after this altercation, he cussing at the dude. Dude goes back in. The manager was like, I told you the guy was white. My employee is black. I was like, I don't know. That kind of stuff is just, I don't know. It's off the chain.
It's a lot.
We got to do better, man.
Do better. Hashtag do better. My dude actually just came out with a hoodie off of a little thing like that because something that happened up in Akron. I'm about to have him on here talking about that.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting out of here. We appreciate y'all tuning in to this snippet about racial disparities and craziness amongst the popos. So
yeah, man. We pray to the family of
Tyre Nichols.
Tyre Nichols,
Yeah. Yeah. Till next time, play the moments, positive memories, stop the pain, keep the happiness on repeat. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.